Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Drudels Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 9 British Tech Tree Heavy Tank, the Tortoise. This vehicle, believe it or not, when it was first introduced into the game, was one of the most overpowered tanks ever. It had like 4,000 damage per minute, which at the time was crazy, and its armor was actually really solid, because you have to remember this was like 5-6 years ago. So the Tortoise was just an absolute beast on the battlefield. Unfortunately, over the years, the Tortoise as a slow-moving vehicle, especially after it got its DPM nerf, has become a very weak tank in certain situations. But, once again, Wargaming buffed it, and it's back to, I would say, just about as good as it originally was. The only reason it's not as strong as previously, 5 years ago, is because now we have deadlier tanks like the 60 TP, the TVP 5051. You know, there's a lot more devastating vehicles that exist now than previously did. So, what is the strength and what is the weakness that the Tortoise carries? Well, the strengths are armor. It's got pretty good armor now frontally, and it's got good gun depression, 10 degrees, which means you can work any ridge line. And it's also got 4,000 DPM with a pretty good accuracy level. The weakness is, well, it's slow. Being a slow tank destroyer is very weak, because what ends up happening is one of two things. A, your team dies before you can get into the front line. It's a very unfortunate circumstance, but it's something that happens all too much. The second situation you have with the Tortoise is when you get caught out in the open and you can't really do much apart from just get bled out very quickly. It's very irritating when it happens, but it's definitely a common sight with the Tortoise. That is just what I like to call bad luck. I seriously don't know what else to call that. So we got the 50B off to the side, aiming, fire! There you go, another nice shell. Some low rolls, I mean, we should be at 800 damage, we're at 650, but we are getting out damage. The enemy team is getting badonkered. Got the 60 TP off to the side, and well, I do gotta say one thing. Wargaming nerfed the dispersion on move when it comes to the Tortoise. I'm not actually sure why. Kinda sucks on certain shots because of that. But, as you can see, the gun is pretty nasty. I mean, you can just keep on shooting and shooting and shooting. And it doesn't really matter what the enemy team does to counter it. If you're able to get into an aggressive enough position, they're going to bleed. So we're gonna aim in on that 60s little side weak spot there. Nice little slap. Unfortunately, as you saw, we did get hit by an enemy tank destroyer. Also, another very unfortunate part is that you can see my hatch is on the side that we have to poke the 60, which is not in my best interest. But we have taken a very solid chunk off his vehicle, and even though the enemy grill is the player that's shooting us in the back, it really doesn't matter at this point because their team's already bled. So we got the grill all the way in the back, and I'll just wait right here. I have a feeling he will poke it, which he did. There you go. We get a nice 350 damage tap into his vehicle, and back in the cover. Now, I'm actually going to go for this. I'm stupid, and I like to go for these kinds of pokes. Oh, why do you do this to me? All right, well, let's reload again. Couple more seconds, and a fire. Boom, another nice shot. 400 damage there. 3, 2, 1, and let's go for a hash. Might as well. And there you go. Another nice shot. And look at that. Another bounce. This is a perfect example of where the Tortoise does a fantastic job. It's when the vehicle's armor just really goes above and beyond. And now we can start shooting at this Conway. There you go. Nice shell into his vehicle for 370. And then once again, another second here. I guess we just weren't able to reload quick enough. But it's not really going to make a difference. Our 50B is going to clear that guy. All we have to do is turn around and start heading towards the Sheridan and the T-22 medium. There's the T-22, and I'm not exactly sure where the Sheridan is, so that's the person I'm definitely going to be a little cautious about. There he is, aiming. Oh, Sheridan shot, actually. So in this situation, our T-30 is unfortunately going to die, and for some reason, we bounced the upper plate of the Sheridan, which actually really sucks. Let's go for... oh boy. Gotta love the Tortoise sometimes. Let's go for a nice shot, though. There you have it. Nice slapperoonie into the T-22. And he doesn't realize our DPM, so he gets shot again. I mean, sure, we did die. But to be fair, oh no, our 50B's gonna die, isn't he? Please, go. Go, VK. Go. This is not looking good. This is looking really bad. I think we're gonna lose this, if you want my opinion. The problem is very simply nobody captured base A. I mean, you're just gonna die. Well, we did a good job. At the end of the day, the Tortoise is a great tank, and we did about the best we could in this situation, given it's just unfortunate that our 50B not only didn't capture base A, which could have easily made this game so much better, but yeah, there's not much to say about this battle. Just everybody kind of fell apart in the end, which is unfortunate. There's nothing you can do about bad teammates, but we did a really solid job to showcase the strengths of the Tortoise. 4,900 damage, and we blocked just shy of 2,000 damage. That's a really solid chunk, and it really showcases the strength of this vehicle. You know, I always find funny that 62A was calling the team bad, as he's probably the worst player that the team had. I always question that one. I don't even get mad at those types of players. As I said previously, I'm not really getting too mad at this game anymore. I just more question how you can be a 45, 46% player, do 500 damage, and then blame the team for your mistakes. Welcome to America, ladies and gentlemen, where everybody's fault is everybody else's except your own. But, yeah, that was a pretty good battle at the end of the day. We did 5,000 damage, we blocked a lot. The only real reason why we kind of got killed in the end of the day was because the enemy team had 2 undetected tank destroyers that I really just couldn't do anything about. And that is one of the downsides of such a slow vehicle, is that to make an advance, it's not like you can poke, get a shot out back on the cover. You gotta very slowly creep in front of the enemy. But it definitely was not our fault we lost that battle. We shouldn't have to deal 5,000 damage, especially in a tier 9 tank, and still lose a game because the rest of the team couldn't do their own forking job. So what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? They got an E100 and an Emil 2, as we can see crossing. They also got a Motion. They got a decent lineup of vehicles. I'm not exactly sure how I want to position yet. I don't want to cross, because when you cross on the Tortoise, you have locked yourself to that corner of the map. So instead, what you can see I've done is I've positioned over here. I'm going to just kind of wait in this bush. I know that if the enemy over peaks, for example, this E100, I can shoot him when he over peaks. I'm not going to poke him when he's only showing his turret, because that would be a mistake. So for now, I'm going to wait for him to capture. We also saw a little structure break over there, and look at that. We are spotting a lot of vehicles right now. Got the bat chat in the back, and boom, there you go. Nice slap into the bat chat. This is where that gun depression feels really nice on the Tortoise, and the only thing I'm a little cautious about is that grill. Once again, I have a very large hatch, and well, there's the bat chat getting a shell into me. I'm not really worried about the bat chat. I mean, there you go. He pokes me. He pens me, but he's down more health than I am, I can tell you that for a fact. Let's see. He misses, and he's down half his health already, which is pretty good for me. We got the grill off to the side, and boop. Oof, that's got to hurt ya. And, well, I'm scared about that E100 more over the rest of the enemy team. I don't want to be shot by him. We know that the bat chat's up top, and I actually don't know what hit me. I think it was the grill, but I'm honestly... I think it's not the grill that hit me. It must... No, it has to be the grill. Yeah, it has to be the grill, because nobody else has the alpha. Alright, well, let's drive over the hill. Let's go for the E100, and... Badoink! There you go. Nice shot. In this position, though, we are basically screwed as of right now. We do have the grill over here, and we also got the 57 Heavy, who you can see I'm trying to angle against, but this is just where you got to be extremely careful. Oh, we're not dead. We aren't dead yet. Haha. Oh, well, I guess we are. I guess our hatch just showcased too much. But that's a perfect example of where the Tortoise falls apart. As you can see, I tried to do my best in this battle. I really did. I sat in mid, did a decent job, but once again, we're going to lose. And at the end of the day, it's down to the very simple fact that you rely on your team in slow tank destroyers. And, I mean... yeah, is there really much else to say? I relied on my team, they fell apart around me, and then I was the last one left. It's that simple. So, yeah, I think the Tortoise is a good vehicle. It's a really good tank. I've only played, as you can see, the battles that you've seen in the Tortoise today. So, well, actually, no, I guess I played one more battle in the tank off camera. That's right, I played one on Castilla. But, yeah, that's just how the Tortoise is. You have to rely on your team. And that is the unfortunate fact of tank destroyers, especially slow ones, is that when your team falls apart, you lose. So, yeah, if you want my opinion on what Wargaming should do, is they should give the Tortoise a top speed of either 25 or maybe even 30, and I would say 30 is too much, but I think 25 is fine, or even give it super speed boost. I just feel like they should go faster. You shouldn't be limited to your top speed, and that shouldn't be the reason why you lose. Of course, our 62A goes AFK as well. Very, very fun. How does this mill 2 not have a third shell? Maybe he's waiting for the second shell to load so then he can go bang bang. I guess we'll find out. Oh my. Oh boy. I can't believe the mill didn't actually get that kill. And he died for being AFK. There you go. Let's see how our team did. I always like to see the team at the end of the game. I mean, we did decent. We did 2,400, which is actually pretty good for all things considered. And we did second on our team. There's the 62A. Oh, that's the same one we had last battle. Thank you, Wargaming. Matchmaker's not rigged at all, though, right, ladies and gents? And there's the Type 71 that was calling our team bad as well. 47%. Why do the worst people always have the biggest mouths? Like, seriously. Like, even I don't usually complain that much about my teams, and then you've got, like, 60%ers complaining all the time and giving each other downvotes. That's amazing. Overall, this was just a very unfortunate battle. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.